Hey class, this is Mrs. Rahali, and this is my table. It's kind of messy, but my girls and I are home in isolation, so we just made a little math project. And I happen to have the supplies I needed at home. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but you need some felt, some either snaps from maybe a sewing kit, or some Velcro strips, which you can get at the dollar store, and hot glue. And there's my hot glue gun. It's still even plugged in. So, and some string. So this is a pretty string, but we made, my daughter Autumn, of course, is in grade 1, so your guys' age, and Eden's in grade 3, so not much older. But we made math hands to show that your fingers are such a valuable tool for counting on and pairs of 10 and even multiplication, which is what Eden is into now. So I'm going to show you some tricks. First of all, the string that we cut connects the hands, but it is as long as if you took one hand, you see in my hand, and you spread it all the way out, and then put the other part of the string in your other hand and spread it out as well. It is as long wide as you are tall, which is really a cool thought. So test that out. Even if you're not going to make the hands, take a string or yarn and measure yourself from fingertip to fingertip lying on the floor, cut it, and then turn the string from your toe or your heel, whatever part you got on the ground, to your head. And most people are the exact same width as they are long. It's just a neat fact. And not everybody. So if you're the odd one out, don't feel bad. It's just a fun fact. So then we cut our hands out of felt by tracing it first with some chalk. There's chalk on the table here too, right there. And then using scissors. This is Autumn's here, I think, that Autumn did here. And hers, it's going to be tricky because I'm holding the phone here, but I showed her, which I've showed you guys, any hand, it's in your jump book as well. If you put one finger down and you count which fingers are down, 1, and then you compare them to how many are still up, you have a rainbow pair, so a number that makes 10. So 1 plus 9 is 10. And if I put, let's put another one down. If I put this one down, then I have 2 down, and 8 are left up. So 8 plus 2 is 10. Easy peasy, right? This one here as well. Let's put 1 over down. So I have 3 down, 7 left up. 3 plus 7 is 10. And so on. If I put all of them down, then I can see that all of them down mean 10 are down, 0 are left up. 0 plus 10 is 10, or 10 plus 0 is still 10. If you want to switch them around in math, the equations don't matter. So it's kind of fun. They enjoyed making it and playing with it. Sometimes it's fun to not look at your own hands, but the hands in front of you. And the Velcros are just stick-ons, but we had to use the hot glue for the string, and if you use the clasps, which Eden used, because it's a little trickier to handle, but I used 2 of each on my hand, see? Good to see how big your hand is too for when you grow, and a good project to see how long your body is for when you grow. You can look back in the future. So with the 9 times tables now, so this is more for you grade 2s that are maybe starting to do some multiplication. You can see how Eden's is. The 9 times tables are super cool because every sum of the digits of the product, so when you multiply 2 numbers together, you get a product. And then if you add a double digit, they will equal 9, which is the times tables that you're working with. So, for example, I have 10 fingers here, and no matter which one I put down, if I put down this one, I'm still going to have 9 left up. So a neat thing about 9 times tables is, if I count my 10 fingers, and I say 9 times 3, because this is the first, second, third number down, 9 times 3, I can solve on my fingers by saying, here's 2 left up on this side of it, 2, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left up on the other side. And guess what? 9 times 3 is 27. First digit, 2 tens, and 7 ones, 27. If I put that one back up, and I'll start with the first one, and I put this one down, that means 9 times 1, 9 groups of 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 left up, 9 groups of 1. 9 times 1 is 9. You can do this with any of your fingers up to 10, or I guess up to 9. If I put down the last, no, 10 works. If I would put down the last one, 9 times 10, then I have 9 fingers left up on this side. That's 9 groups of 10, and 0 on the other. So 9 times 10 is 90, or skip count by 10 is 9 times. You'll get to 90. So it's a little fun project. I encourage you, especially if you end up in isolation like us, to do this at home. And you will need a little bit of help with the hot glue. We also put some felt on this side of the glue too, just to make sure that the strings on the end stay together. So there you go. A little fun project for y'all. Miss ya. Bye-bye.